through these doors is sponsored by Shields.
Winter fashion is a wonderland, and you'll find all the season's best looks waiting for you at Shields. So let it snow.
Whoever screws up the one touch and ruins the momentum is out.
Hockey is back. With high expectations and their eyes set on winning championships, the 2014-15 University of North Dakota men's hockey team kicked off the season last Friday. UND was hoping for a fast start to the season. Instead, the team sputtered out of the gate. Bemidji State scored 4 goals in the second period en route to a 5-1 win.
They outbeat us on every loose puck, every battle. They threw us around out there like we're kids playing against men. So definitely wasn't good enough, and we're gonna have to bring it tomorrow.
We got out-competed. They were a focused, hungry team, and we were not tonight. Bottom line, that's on me.
North Dakota bounced back some on Saturday night at Bemidji State. Colton St. Clair got UND on the board at 14-17 of the first period. Captain Stephane Pattyn tallied a goal at 16-19 of the second period. UND allowed a goal in the third period, but the defense and goaltender Zane McIntyre held on for a 2-1 win to earn a split.
Yeah, we played. We had good compete. We're not going to pat ourselves on the back because we came out and competed hard. That's what we expect. But we did all the right things to win a road game, and it was a tough road game. So after a pretty sick feeling, for about 12 hours, I think our guys did a good job. They showed maturity. They came out today and they played with confidence and played hard together.
One of UND's goals this season is to have a strong start. Friday's humbling loss to Bemidji State helps clarify what UND needs to do in order to have success.
Seen it over time that a lot of times we get ranked, our team gets ranked probably higher than we should be, and it goes to our heads sometimes, our players' heads, and hopefully as a staff we've been around long enough that we try not to put any stock in rankings, but I think sometimes our guys think it's going to be a little easier than it will be, and the reason we were a good team down the stretch last year was because we played so hard and played good defense and competed as a team, and we forgot that part of our game, and it really showed, and we were embarrassed in our own building.
For the last several years, North Dakota hockey has been known for its lopsided record in the second half of each season. After losing in the first round of the Frozen Face-Off last season, UND's fate was left in the hands of another team. It was something that did not sit well with anyone.
We know that from last year, that was a big lesson learned, that we cannot be poor in our non-conference. We have to have a good non-conference record, and we want to control our own destiny. That was a sick feeling to know that we had to count on somebody else at the very end to get us into the national tournament. We take a lot of pride in getting there every year, and we know that it's so important to you can't just turn it on the end, because so much of your non-conference factors into that. And we realize that it's incredibly important that we take care of business early on with our non-conference games, have a good winning record, so that we can control our own destiny at the end of the year.
We can't look into those rankings too much, and we can't think just because we're ranked in the top 5 in the country that we can go out against maybe a lower ranked team and just show up and play our game. Obviously, we found out the hard way on Friday that that's not the way it works. So I think from now on, we're going to know, like we showed on Saturday, you can't just show up and play. You have to prepare every game, no matter what team. If you're playing a Minnesota, or if you're playing a lower ranked team, you have to show up with the same mentality and play with the same effort every night.
Coach Jackson, who helps hone the skills of young and veteran players, knows what it takes to get the team into mid-season form.
Every year it seems like it takes some time to really figure out, who should be in what roles, and for guys to accept those roles and really try to perfect them and do them really well. And, just get your total game where, it's hard to, people just think, it just happens. Oh, you guys should just be at that level. But you know what? There's a lot of work and a lot of toiling and, just hard work and sacrifice that goes into really building a good team. It doesn't just happen. It's a process, and you hope that it can be a shorter process with a veteran team, but you never know. It's something it's not just magic in a bottle. It takes a lot of hard work and figuring out where everybody's fitting and how we have to do things the right way over time to become a really good team.
Winning non-conference games adds to a team's resume and helps to secure a future in college hockey's postseason.
We need to win a lot of games, 2-1 and 3-2, and a big part of our success will be from our system and our structure and how hard our good players work within it. But if we have good players that don't play in a good, hard-nosed system, I don't think we'll be very successful.
Before the season started, UND captain Stephane Pattyn got his first chance to represent North Dakota at the NCHC's second annual Media Day.
We're heading down to Minneapolis Target Center for NCHC Media Day. Yeah, can't wait.
Pattyn traveled to the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota, to talk about the expectations for UND, which is the preseason favorite to win the league.
Stephane Pattyn, forward, University of North Dakota.
Okay, what's the best part of playing college hockey?
That reminds me of the movie Miracle Girls.
We had a guy sing for us earlier.
Oh, good for him. No problem.
Yeah.
Later on, we'll have.
How did competing in the NCHC compare to your expectations heading into last season?
It was definitely overcame the expectations, I think. Obviously, coming from the WCHA, the big changes, facing different teams, it was we were kind of going in blind, not too sure what to expect. Looking forward to getting going, especially with events like that, just kind of seeing the opposition a little bit and talking about hockey all day was kind of gave me the itch to get going here.
UND is set to open conference play this weekend at Colorado College. North Dakota was picked to win the league. CC was picked to finish last.
We've got to do the things that we need to do to go out and play well and win games. I'm not that worried about who our opponent is or where we're playing. I know they're going to be a good hockey team and that they'll play well. We've got to do our job.
the Tigers are a bit of an unknown, led by new head coach Mike Haviland. Colorado College will bring a different style of play to the big sheet of ice in the World Arena.
They got a new coach there, but they returned a lot of players from last year, so we have an idea anyway of what their lineup's going to be like. But I think prepare for it you do any other weekend. You know, we got a lot of stuff to work on ourselves. I think obviously the Saturday night we did a lot of good things against Bemidji, and there's obviously things we still need to work on. It's early in the year, so I think the biggest thing for us is just focusing on what we need to do, and you know, going in, and if we know what we need to do, we'll deal with them as well when we get there.
However, everyone in the locker room knows that UND will need to bring its best in order to lead Colorado Springs with points.
You know, for us it's about showing up and working hard and doing the right things day in and day out. Every individual has a job to do and they're expected to do it, from our coaching staff on through every player on our roster.
Pretty obvious that we're not going to be able to come in and win with skill on any given night. You know, it's never the identity here in North Dakota, and Friday night just proved that. You know, Bemidji came into our barn and wanted it more than us. They outworked us, and that's why they beat us so bad. So wake-up call maybe a little bit, but definitely lesson learned that if we want to win, we're going to have to outwork teams.
He's trying to get contacts in. Doesn't know how. It's like his bottom eyelid doesn't open far enough. You gotta open it. You gotta like pull hard.
This is hard as General?
General!
Relax a little
bit. Your skin's too tight.
I know, I got tight skin. This is like...
Here, massage your cheeks here.
Gosh, this would be really hard.
I need your...
We need your thumbs.
Alright, Bass, get these things open.
No,
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know if that's going to affect it or not.
You ready? Alright.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's it.
All right, blink.
It's in! No!